I was just listening to this lady called Pearly talking about loving yourself. And you know what? And until we all do that, it's gonna be total chaos. Everybody everybody doing something crazy for somebody, trying to please somebody. And for those of you out there saying just leave, I can't leave this bottle. Quit saying it. Ain't no way you can leave. Like I said, that's the same thing that killed Nipsey Hussle now. When you're in a dark night of the soul, you might well call it that. It's better than saying bottles and shit, because everybody keep denying it. This is a bottle. It's a triangle around you. It can go from miles away. It can go from Florida to New York City. And everybody monitoring you. Your name, you can go change your name. Your name is flagged. Somebody got you on a heavy surveillance. There ain't nothing you can do about it. If somebody done unalived you, that's it. You buried alive. That's what it means. You buried alive. You dead. Basically, if Tupac would have did Machiavelli and stayed where he was at, he couldn't move, he couldn't do nothing. So he would have had to leave. If he did Machiavelli, he would have had to leave the country. A lot of y'all either ain't that smart or you working for the people who trying to kill folks. But you can't move in this situation. You can't just leave. I can't even walk. I'd walk if I could, but I ain't even got the stuff that I need to even hitchhike with. They made sure all that. They take everything. Everything. You can't move. You can't get around. You can't have no money. You can't get no clothes. You can't get no help. And besides, I seen outside of this area right here, it's like they waiting on me. I already know what's going on. And they ain't paranoid at all. Trust me. I've been trying to. I walked off one time. I walked off, didn't get far at all. I was chased down. I was chased down. I walked off when I got out of jail. I was gonna walk. I was gonna walk up north. I was chased the whole time. And when I was walking, I would have to leave the road because they'll try to hit me. Them people would try to hit me if I stayed within the because everybody a part of this. Somebody did something really bad. Somebody did something so stupid. And it involved a lot of people. Big people, small people. The issue is small. The issue is lower, but somebody made it a huge issue. Somebody just did the most. And I don't know how they did so much. It was like, when I seen these people, they was a bunch of, the ones I seen was people that was high up sleeping with whores on the side. And nobody, you know, if you're a judge sleeping with a whore, you don't want nobody to know. And it was stuff like that. And the whores were junkies. And, you know, if you're dealing with a whore, you probably a junkie too. You know, stuff like that. But anyway, a lot of people got involved. The issue was not that serious. But somebody kidnapped the whole family, sacrificed me. I'm sure my ex had something to do with it, but I'm just saying, it kidnapped her too. It trapped her too, because that's what, when you do unto others, you want done to you. Like I keep saying, you live by the sword, you die by. I want y'all to learn out there. I want y'all to stop killing legends and forgetting what they taught you. You killed all these people and ain't nobody fulfilling their place. When you get ready to kill me, you're going to have to fulfill my place. You're going to have to know how to walk the walk and talk the talk. Love yourself like Pearly said. Love yourself. But this is a bottle and you got to go through stuff. They want you to stay up 24/7, you got to stay up 24/7. They want you to stay up 24/7 every day, you got to stay up 24/7 every day. They want you to work every day, all day long. They want you to work out every day, all day. You got to do all that stuff just to get out the body. It's impossible to get out of it. It's impossible to get out of it. And then, you know, it could be court cases going on. It could be private cases going on. Either way it go, I don't know what's going on. I could know what's going on, but I don't want to know what's going on, because when I did, it was a lot of disgusting stuff. I wouldn't even thought about doing that to nobody, especially like me. And they did it in a way. Surveillance is heavily around you. People put stadiums around you. If you got relics, if you royalty got relics, they're gonna turn your relics against you. It's just a total mess. It's a disgusting total mess, and it was all for money. And it was sad because Judas. It's beautiful because I think they talk about Judas' blood money in the Bible, and how the town was blood turned into blood or whatever. But it wasn't like literally turned into blood. It was just like it was a dead town. I think. I don't know. I need to look that up, read that again. I ain't read it in a year, but. Anyway, this town's starting to look like that. Everybody who's dealing with that money is dead. You stole that money to drive around in a nice car, but who you pleasing? Ain't nobody even out to please. Most people done left. Ain't nobody wanting to be. You will have to leave, but I can't leave. I'm heavily monitored. Y'all can quit sending me them messages. I'd have been left. I tried to leave. I walked out of my shoes and needed to go to a random house and get some more shoes, just to find out that woman was a Mason, and they was all looking for me. That was a mess. When I got out of jail, I walked. I kept walking, trying to get out of here. I couldn't get out of here. People try to run you out the road, kill you. Y'all just be quiet. If you can't, them damn women put us in here. Some women, some organization, women organization, something, got a box, sacrifice good man or something. I don't know what the hell they got going on out there. Y'all better get their asses though. Because once these men find out and start buckling down on their ass, you think you don't want no man. If you take men out the equation, women, y'all gonna wish you never treated them so bad. That's what it feel like. If I wanted to exaggerate, it feel like a bunch of women that's in their feelings want to get rid of all men. But I know that ain't it though. But that's what it feel like. But yeah, this is a bottle, y'all. You can't get out of here. You can't get out of here. I tried. You can't get out of here. One time I was gonna get out here in the truck, and it's got chips all on bugs. They done bugged it, and they were gonna try to shoot me in Florida. So I was going to Florida, and they were gonna kill me. They were gonna try to kill me in Florida. They were gonna let me get all the way to Florida, then kill me. That was a while ago though. So it's like you being stuck. It ain't nothing you can do when you under this kind of surveillance. It's a bottle. Look it up. I don't know what it is. I want to look it up, but I can't. 'Cause I know everybody mom heavily surveillance, so I don't look it up. And if you can, you probably can't even look it up. But whether it keep you safe or not, I don't know. Is it a safe house? Could be. It ain't even about the bottle part. But you can't leave. You can't do nothing. Y'all keep saying leave. Just sit down and be quiet. Go ask the people what they got. It's a group of women. Go investigate those women. Don't come over here. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing. I ain't the only one in it neither. But I don't think nobody on social. I think people on social media who acting like they in it. I don't think they in it. I think they surveilling, doing it's some shit going on, y'all. It could be a case. I don't know what it is. You can't leave, though. Everybody keeps saying leave. Just leave. You can't leave. I can't even get a passport. Post office, everything. I ain't getting mail. Do you get what I'm telling you? I'm not getting mail. Y'all ain't that smart out there, bro. I ain't getting mail, no email, no nothing. Somebody swapped everything. Somebody killed me, buried me alive, and living as me. With the help of some pervert judge. That's it. That's all I know. I stepped back after that. Even if that judge is even still alive or involved or whatever, I don't know. I got out of it when I seen how corrupt and messy it was. There wasn't no justice in it. I was just sitting here watching the movie how a certain government will go around and take people's land, just take it. You can't do it. I want to do the people realize once they void justice, once they violate justice, they no longer over justice. I be wondering what's going on with that. Like, the only reason why you getting power and getting respect is because people think you work for the justice system. And they know that the energy that protects you working for the justice system. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these people, like, they put bugs in my house. They put these bugs. I ain't never had no bugs. They put bugs in my house just to make jokes. Talking about Bud Light. You need to live in the Bud Light. Because y'all can't eat that. You can't eat that city life. Y'all fake as hell out there. You need to be real with yourself. Some of y'all don't even know who you are. You laughing at somebody else. If you was in the country, you have a Bud Light. If I was you, I'd move to the country because you are not right. Country gonna straighten you right on up. But anyway, you can't get out. They gonna torture you to death. They want you to work all day long. They want you to do a lot of stuff. If you did drugs, they gonna say you failed because you did drugs or something. Then they gonna sacrifice you for doing drugs. If you drink, they gonna sacrifice you for doing drinking. If you don't do none of that, they gonna say you sleep. If you sleep 8 hours, they gonna say you sleep too much, and they might sacrifice you for sleeping too much, sleeping 8 hours. I don't know what the hell this is, but and don't really care. The good thing about me is that I never had nobody. I ain't never had a lover. I ain't never had a friend. I ain't never had nobody who cared for me. So I always been in this situation, thanks to my grandparents. I think my grandma switched the birth chart or something and really screwed my life all the way to hell up. And she was the only one who could do it. And it basically put me in purgatory until I die. Death would be my way out of here, probably. But, I mean, that's the way I looked at it. Unless God do something. Because there ain't no way out of it. It's just like, I don't know, y'all. You got to look it up. If you kill somebody, if you fake your death, you could probably change a lot of stuff. If I had the technology, I could probably manually change everything myself. But I ain't got nothing to do nothing with it. Everybody's part of this. Pop, my mama, my family, everybody got something to do with it. And they ain't on my team. I'm not saying I need their help or nothing. Just saying I'm in a triangle. I'm in the center. I ain't in Florida or nothing. I ain't in Atlanta. I'm in the country. I'm in between all that. And it's like New York, Texas, Florida, something. I don't know if Florida even involved, but I know New York, Texas. There's a few cities involved in there, and they all watching me. So if I go somewhere, I gotta leap over them. I'm gonna have to leap over them. But what? I had $500 in 5 years. Y'all just want somebody to talk about. But if I get in my feeling, I'm gonna turn a new leaf. And I ain't gonna worry about, I'm gonna turn the music off for everybody. If it keep going this way for a certain amount of time. Because ain't nobody finna stay doing this neither. So I don't know what it is. And if ain't nobody gonna, that's why I said if people wanna do strikes and protests, this is what you do it for. But you can't do it, can you? It's a higher power dealing with this. Somebody shows it's like a Bush administration or something. Me and my homeboy used to call it a Franklin, one of them president things. A farm. It's a farm. It's a farm. Some idiot sold royalty to a farm so they could drive around in a nice car. I guess, y'all. I look at this phone thing, and I like to say it's my ancestors and stuff, but it actually talks about all the people who are involved in this situation, every last one of them. And I actually started dealing with it when that lady met me and told me that I was being investigated about something. So, I don't really believe it's my ancestors. I talk to them by myself. But I do believe, I know for a fact that it's on something because the names that it bring up, everybody got something to do with this situation. So I just look at that and that keep me calm a little bit. But outside that, no friend, no company. It's like a safe house. And however a safe house is supposed to be, it's like a safe house. Y'all can kill that noise about leave. You can't leave. I be feeling like y'all work for the killers, bro. I can't leave. I could probably force a way. Who can't force a way to leave? But I'm gonna be getting attacked. I ain't got no weaponry. I ain't got none of the stuff I need. I ain't got no connection, no nothing. All that would turn off excommunicado. That's why I say look at that movie with my boy Neat with Chris, and I keep wanting to call it excommunicado, but I don't even think that's what it's called. But anyway, in part 2 of it, John Wick, in part 2 of it, he was hurried up running. He was trying to run and get to a certain spot before the ticker went down. And he had to be at that destination because otherwise everybody was finna start attacking him. That's my situation, and it's real. I didn't think it was real. That's why I kept saying that after that when I got out of jail. Excommunicado. Excommunicado. That's why I kept saying that shit. Because it was real. But by the grace of God, my grandparents seen to it. I ain't had nobody in my life. No lovers, no friends. Like, they already knew that I was going to go through this or something. And I ain't missing nothing. And I'm around the people who rob me. And all they got to do is get wrong. You know what I'm saying? And all they got to do is get right. And you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I stand up straight. And I know I've been hearing a lot of people say, you know, I ain't got to admit nothing. They know. They know they kidnapped me. I done told them. I told them at the start. I told them at the start. I don't waste no time letting nobody know about themselves. They just don't care. The law's in their pocket. Everybody in their pocket. The people coming around here, they come around here just look, be nosy. And you speak to them, they don't speak. And you do, you know who I'm talking to. I ain't going to speak to you ever again. Don't even waste your time coming by. If you stop and you even speak, I'm going to tell you to keep riding. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because I'm sick of your attitude. You've been doing that for the longest. You've been doing that over 20 years. Something wrong with you. But, and I've been wanting to tell you then, but I had respect for you. Because I kind of liked you. You're a straight up guy. But you mumble under your lip and talk about folk all the time. And today I'm going to tell you, I'm sick of you. And you stop that. I know you're going to do it because you're going to see this video. And as soon as you do, I'm going to tell you, keep riding, chump. I ain't never liked you anyway. I'm going to be real with you. I ain't say all that stuff my head white told you I said. But I ain't never liked you anyway. Shit, I'm going to just be real with you, bro. You got a nasty attitude. But you heard what I said. But outside of that, everything's great, y'all. Everything's great. Like I said, my grandparents must have knew I was finna go through this, so they signed me up for it. But some Jameson guy or something, I don't know. But that's over the top. I don't even know if none of that's real. But I do know my ex-wife did something crazy. If I wanted to say it was on a basic scale, my ex-wife left me so she could cheat and married one of my family members in my name and gave them my son. And the deal was so she could cheat, and she cheated her way straight into hell. And she's stuck now. And it was all a waste of time and a load of crap. Boom. And somebody's getting all the stuff I ever worked for in my life, security and everything. And this is on the base. My ancestors didn't tell me this or nothing. This is just assumptions. And she got a lot of people involved, tarot card people, everybody, a lot of people got involved in it. Because there was a lot of money. She sacrificed the best thing she'll ever have in her entire entirety. And I think she was working for some girl organization. She thought she was cool doing it for them. They probably praised her. Yeah. You know, but Satan will praise you when you finna sacrifice God's people. And she did that, embarrassed herself, embarrassed the whole family. And pretty much that's it. I forgive her for it, though. I don't blame her for it. Because she was young-minded. I should have never even got married to her. But, hopefully she'll grow up and be strong-minded and do what's right. And the situation is so deep that if she confessed to it, her ass is getting 25 to life easy. Because this is a white-collar crime, easy. And like I said, unless people had me signing papers when I was about out of my mind with the neck surgery, talking about insurance. So my whole family pretty much wrote me off, I guess, on the surgery. Like I was gonna die on the surgical bed. And I need to be dead. Their ass is going to prison. And they can't give me in that situation, they can't give you no money, they can't give you nothing. And the worst case about this situation is boring. And when it's boring, you be tired, y'all. But they don't want you to sleep. I'm finna start going to sleep and kick all them out of my energy, though. They don't want you to sleep They don't want you to do nothing. But here's the thing with that. It's boring. If you didn't have no car, if you didn't have this, you wouldn't do as much as I'm doing. The most I sleep, y'all, every day is the 6 hours that I go sleep when I go sleep at night. And an hour. Just like prison. It's like jail. Go look at the jailers. They do the same thing. They ain't got no car. They ain't got no money. They can't just jump outside when they want to. They can't just go talk to their girls when they want to. They can't just talk to their boys when they want to. You know, depending on the gender. They can't do nothing. They got to sit there. You can't even exercise in jail. All you can do is walk around a table. So they get up, eat their breakfast, chump it off with each other, talk a little bit with each other, and they take a nap so they can get through that. But they don't want you to take no nap. They want you to go full throttle all the way to the beginning to the end. And that's going to kill you, because that's going to give you a stroke or a seizure, and you're going to eventually die from that. So I just write them off as them working for the killers too. You just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You got certain people out here that want to bring you out of the triangle to get you killed. Then you got another group of people who want to work you to death to have you killed. So either way it goes, they want to kill you. You're supposed to be dead. It's a sacrifice. You're supposed to die. They're supposed to kill you. But God said no. God said I can't die until I do something. And they want me dead. God told me a story I just never told before all this happened in 2017, 2018. He said I got a sister who was overbearing, and when they incarnated all of us, she was damaged. And she had the same life that I got. I supposed to have been in the shoes I supposed to be in today, which was not these shoes, royalty shoes, doing my thing. She wanted that position bad, but she had already lived it a previous lifetime. So her lifetime got confused with her past lifetime got confused with this lifetime. So she's the energy that's in the way and in the wrong place. You get what I'm saying? But somebody actually swapped my energy with this girl, and she ain't got none of the gifts to match the energy. Why y'all out there talking about people, Buzz Life and all that extra shit? Y'all better watch what you say, because when you talk about me, you have to deal with the same thing. Y'all going crazy anyway, so it don't matter. Some of y'all going, a lot of them tarot cards, they already know, and they done fell back on that garbage. You better go ask them about me. Because they put this shit in my house. They put all this crap in my house. The bug, the insect. When they moved my brother, he worked for them too. When they moved him in now, they can tell, a woman can tell him anything. He gonna do whatever they tell him to do. And he probably bought them, they probably ordered some roaches at eBay. Half meth head, half roaches, bed bugs. And gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? And they probably got cameras in them. And put them in, he brought them over here. And you can't get rid of them roaches. They half meth head, half bed bug roaches. These are some roaches. Somebody modified these roaches in a lab somewhere. You can't once they start hatching, it's over. You gotta change your furniture. You gotta get rid of your whole inside of your house. It's funny though. You can laugh at that. That is funny. But I don't want to hear no more messages about get out. You can't get out. I get motivational messages from people. Now I like listening to lectures. Now I'm getting to the point where I like listening to lectures, like what I'm doing now. You know, like this pearly lady saying, love yourself. That's deep. Because the more people love themselves, the less issues we'll have like this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is from insecurity and narcissism. But yeah, you get in this situation, they claim if you want to get out, you can't sleep, you can't do nothing, you work all the way, but I see death in that. No, I ain't being offensive to nobody, but I see death in it because of my knowledge, of doctrine, being a doctor and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no doctor or nothing, just my knowledge about it. Everything they want you to do look like a death certificate. Because your body, the human body can't do that. And a lot of them, I think, robots anyway. I don't even think they're real. And if they ain't real, if they are real, they just a different vibration that I have not yet experienced yet. It just might be a North Node thing. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you got money and you can do this, you can get out and you can go out and you can do stuff, that's motivation within itself. When you in jail, y'all know how it is in jail, bro. You ain't gonna get up and stay up all day long, 24/7, just act like everything peaches and cream. But that's what you gotta do in this situation, though. They descend you for everything. I know people in this situation on drugs they treat better than me. Do all the drugs, sleep, but they sleep around a lot, and they probably sleep with them too. And I guess that might be why they get away with stuff. So I don't know, y'all, but it's straight though. I ain't worried about it. I ain't mad about it. I'm more disappointed. I'm like, what guys people at, man? I'm more disappointed. But at the end of the day, I just gotta let it filter out and work itself out, and hope for the best. I know God gonna come through, but our time ain't God's time. So, you know, just gotta wait it out, y'all. Everything gonna be good. God said I ain't dying, so trust me, I know. So we'll have to wait and see what God do. Peace and love out there. No more messages about leaving. I can't leave. Y'all can fix whatever going on outside here, then I can leave. Ain't no doors open to leave though. None.